Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Today we're looking at cursed images until I get cursed. What is a cursed image? Is it an image that someone cast a little Harry Potter spell on? No. That's stupid. Why would you think that? You could describe it in so many different ways, but it's just an image that just should not exist. Like this one. What is this picture? Eating a little burrito in your PJs? In the worst bathtub I've ever seen? The amount of mold in this image should be nowhere near food that you're consuming, or just you in general. Also, I just noticed they're actually wearing Harry Potter pants. Weird coincidence since I just mentioned Harry Potter. Maybe I'm already cursed. Okay, but anyway, you get the idea. Just goofy, weird images that shouldn't exist of things that just should never have been combined or whatever. Who cares what the explanation is? Let's jump into it. Giant peanut guy. This could be Dreamcore almost. What is this? A 99% chance this is not real, of course. But why'd you come up with this? Why'd you make this? Sometimes fake images are just as bewildering as real ones because someone had to take the time to make the image. Although if it was AI art, then someone had to take the time to type in the image. But they had to take the time to think of the image, right? Who thinks of this? I'll tell you who. Someone who's cursed. You getting it now? Cursed peanut guy. Don't love it. Cursed toothbrush. Okay, I guess there's nothing cursed about these. These are like for scraping your barbecue or something like that. Don't use it on your teeth. Unless, of course, you're a giant peanut guy, in which case you might have to. This would kind of be a funny prank as long as you could guarantee the person wouldn't get so far as to actually making contact with their teeth with this, you know? You could like replace their toothbrush with one of these, and then when they find out, they're like, oh my gosh, what the hell is this? This isn't my toothbrush. And you can be like, haha, pranked you with a cursed toothbrush. But there's always a chance that they'll just kind of sleepily start using this. Then it's not just a silly little prank anymore. You destroyed their teeth. Potentially their gums. Gosh, just thinking about what that would feel like. Ugh. Okay, moving on. I'm not cursed yet. I'm hanging in there. Cursed tree. That tree looks kind of like a demon. And the house looks kind of small. This is just like a liminal space, like Dreamcore image. But yeah, pretty cursed. I don't love the looks of that tree. You ever been in the woods, like late at night? This is what trees feel like late at night. Why are they so scary in the middle of the night? They all might as well be looking at me like that. Don't leave your tiny house. I don't know what else to say about that one. Just scary, I guess. Cursed KFC. Yeah, it looks like fried chicken. Holy smokes. Doesn't help that they're in like one of those frying baskets that you like lower down into the oil. It's not supposed to be that, but it looks like it. They're sleeping on the metal bars. Give them something nice to sleep on. I mean, maybe this picture isn't even real. Maybe I'm the fool here, but if it is real, give them something softer to sleep on than metal bars. Those poor little fried chickens. Hot dog guy eating a hot dog. Pretty cursed. Another one of those ones where obviously it's not real, guys. Unless it is. Imagine this was real. Imagine if this was like on NASA's website and they were like, we can't explain this one. We zoomed really far into this new planet we found. We got this image of this hot dog guy. We got good news and bad news. Good news is there's life on Mars. The bad news is it's this guy. Imagine living in a world where this is real. Although I'm being really judgmental right now. And maybe this guy's great. I just think it's a little weird that he is a hot dog and he's eating a hot dog. That seems wrong. But I don't really know. Huh? How would that even work? I mean, I guess it wouldn't. That's just like a funny gag. Looks like the ceiling is right there. You'd have to go backwards. And I'm not doing that. That's too much work. I don't know. Some guy would come in here and be like, hell yeah. Finally a challenge fit for a king. I don't know. Cursed train snack. Man, this makes me want some Stroop waffles. But yeah, these are just like a bunch of little waffle discs in a trash bin. I don't like what I'm seeing here. This is gross. These look so like new and fresh, don't they? Why are they all in here? Gross. Wait a minute. Something isn't right here. It's not exactly how this is supposed to go. What would this be called on the menu? You could call it like a Sprite burger, you know? Like there's Sprite in there. A Sprite burger with cheese. That kind of flows. The mixed Sprite burger, I mean. Someone would order this. If this was a real menu item, someone would order this. There's no limits to the depravity of McDonald's customers. Not in general, but I just know that you could put any form of burger on the menu and someone would order it. You could blend the patty up and put it in the drink and people would buy that. I don't think it would sell well, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this would be a new hit ticket item. I just know that somewhere in the world, there is someone who would try this. They'd be like, perfect. I wanted a drink with a little bit of protein to it. So I'll get the McSprite burger. Yuck. Cursed graveyard. Actually, I think this is a cursed cemetery. I don't see no church. Actually, hold on. Actually, this would be called a cursed cemetery because it's only called a graveyard if there's a church attached to it. Unless, of course, these bounce houses are the church, in which case, sign me up. I'm ready to ascend and descend repeatedly. Sounds fun. But yeah, I don't know why there would ever be a reason for there to be bounce houses in a cemetery. I can't think of a single good reason. Cursed scotch tape. This is a fun one, right? Harmless fun. Someone took the time to roll some spaghetti in a little scotch tape roll for a great little photo op, you know? You know how like rich, sort of fancy meals are always like such small portion sizes? Like presentation aside, this would be sold as a fancy meal, like a little coil of pasta with sauce. So you could totally make a bunch of these and bring them to like an office party or something as like your contribution to the potluck. And you know what? It's a little fancy twist to spaghetti and it's office themed. It's not like it's unsanitary. You can wash this plastic thing. I'm just saying, I don't hate this one. This one actually makes sense to me. I'm not going to go and be like, oh, I want spaghetti tonight, but how can I spice it up? I'll just add spices to it. I'm not going to put it in a scotch tape roll. I'm just saying, I don't hate this one. Cursed passenger. What am I looking at? Is that an eye? Why do they look so big? Enhance. Bro, I don't know what I'm looking at, but I do not like it. This is cursed. This is confirmed cursed. They're like facing the wrong way. Or their hoodies on. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. It's coming together. Okay, so they're sitting in their chair. They have a hoodie kind of laying on top of them with the hood over, like maybe because they're cold. And then they're kind of like looking out behind the hood like this. Still, I don't like it. Still, I hate it. Their eye just looks really big. This looks very uncanny, scary. But I at least understand the logistics here. But if you imagine they're facing the other way, like their face is facing the seat, like with the hood, it looks even weirder. Cursed. But this is like a happy accident, because there could be nothing unusual here. I don't like it. Mickey Mouse dog? This poor guy. He's not having fun. Take the costume off of him. He doesn't like it. Also, you know how many cursed images I've seen with this sort of wood panel wall in the background? It's like a bad time in history. Houses that were old already in the 90s is what this reminds me of. So just old kind of haunted house vibes. I don't like this. Take the costume off. He's not having fun. Cursed. Oh, shoot. Cursed power outlet. This dude's totally chilling, man. Man, no wonder my electricity bill was so high. Yep. Not that cursed. Just kind of funny. Cursed class. Huh? You teaching snakes arithmetic? They don't need to know arithmetic. I think I said this before in an older video, but we're just lucky that snakes aren't more like aggressive and more like confident, because the shape that they are and the amount of muscle they have, they could find their way into our homes so easily, but they don't, because they don't believe in themselves, or they're just not smart enough to figure it out, you know? And so we shouldn't be educating them. I don't want them to know how good we have it indoors, because then they're going to want to come in here, and that's not good for me. This is just a cursed everything. Like, even if the snakes weren't in here, this image is still cursed. Laptop on the ground. Fire extinguisher attached to the wall, but like 6 inches off the ground. I don't know what this guy's wearing, but it looks like a polka dotted Santa outfit. And these snakes are so politely paying attention. It's kind of sweet. Breaking news. Alien revealed as cake. Dang, they got me again. I thought for sure it was a real alien, but it was cake. And honestly, it looks kind of good. It's like ice cream cake, doesn't it? Gosh, that Is It Cake show was so dumb, but I too think about it all the time. I'm like, man, what if my water bottle is cake? You know? It better not be. Has anyone checked if the pyramids were cake? Did we think about that yet? Is the moon made of cake? Something to think about. Cursed donuts. Oh my gosh. British donuts. And honestly, it's probably not that bad. It's probably not good. It's probably not that bad though. You know? Of all things to put in a donut though, I think beans are pretty low down my list. Cursed chicken skin. Ooh. Cursed glove. That's so gross, dude. This one is cursed. This one making me feel like I'm about to get cursed. I'm not. Not yet. But you didn't even take your watch off for the photo? Dude, it's so gross, man. Take it off. Gosh, I can't look at that. That's cursed. I hate that. My hero. One who inspires me is Mom. That's so sweet. You drew your mom so well. You gave her giant soulless eyes and zombie teeth. The like 5 strands of hair The no arms. That's so lovely. Imagine doing all the stuff you do for your kid and they draw you like this. Although they did say that you were the person who inspires them. Kid thinks you're a hero. They just view you as a dark entity from the shadow realm. But they love you anyway. Cursed school pic, bro. Just the fact that he's the only small photo too. Guess they had to fit his mohawk in there. Where is he now? I hope every now and then he's reminded of this photo, that he insisted on looking this way for his school pictures. On a page of extremely normal looking kids, there he is. The cool guy. Cursed plug. Just into the rock? What kind of plug is that? I don't even know what plug that is. This looks like it could be like a Disneyland thing where it's like made to look like rock, but it's actually like part of a scene, you know? Be even weirder if it was an outlet smoking a joint. Now that would be insane. Cursed stoner outlet in the stone. Oh my gosh. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know. Cursed. England removal. Uh-oh. The guy who was looking at that bean-filled donut earlier. You better get moving. I don't know who called him. It wasn't me. My phone's right here, but I didn't call them. My hands are up here. Someone else called them. I've never been to England, so I wouldn't call them to remove it yet. I gotta go visit it first, and then I'll decide if we want to remove it or not. Real talk, though, this is comedy. I like this. That's not how... There's a lot going on here. That's not how the baby would... It's not how arms work. Where's their other leg? They just have another foot. This is... Oh my goodness, man. Imagine, though? Ugh, don't imagine, though. You can if you want. I'm gonna imagine it. Imagine though, like their legs were just in your legs. Ugh, God, that's such a freaky thought. Thank goodness that this is not how it worked. Not that I'd have to deal with this, but also the baby being like 6 months old in this image. Also that wingspan, jeez Louise, man. Cursed. Dr. Phil breaks up with you in the woods and it escalates. ASMR. Dr. Phil ASMR. 152,000 views. I gotta look this up.
Well, sit down a minute. I want to talk to you. Okay, well, you can listen then. Are you pregnant? Do you want to answer that question? Do you know who the father is? Well, don't condescend to me. I ask you a legitimate question. Okay, let me let you hear this. Your attitude is pretty much that you're going to do what you want to do when you want to do it, and so there's not much point in being here, right? We should just shut this down and head out. Give me $200. And if you don't, I'm out.
That's pretty good. This is what they said it was. I don't know what I expected. I love the random, give me $200. That audio clip is timeless. Dang, yeah, I mean, sure. I don't want to hear that ever again, though. The fact that someone made that and then it got like 150,000 views, like people clicked on that much. What's wrong with us? What are we doing with our lives? But anyway, ham and cheese ice cream sandwich. How about that? Really makes you think, doesn't it? Is this the best thing you've ever seen? Is it the worst thing you've ever seen? I mean, it's a sandwich, isn't it? What, you can't put ham and cheese in a sandwich? You live by so many rules. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Next, you're going to say a hot dog isn't considered a sandwich. Where do you get off? Ham and cheese ice cream sandwich. I'm just saying. Don't knock it till you try it. I'm not going to try it, though. But I'm also not going to knock it. That's the difference between me and you. You're knocking it. And you're also not going to try it. I'm just not going to try it. Cursed face mask. I'm a cloud. It won't stop. This is like not that bad, but it is. I would like some context for what's on your face here, because it sort of makes me think like mold. Obviously, it's not. You didn't just rub your face with mold. That's just growing. But that's kind of how the second image looks. Like when there was one orange at the bottom of the fruit bowl that you forgot about, and it gets that like gray kind of on it. It's not that bad, but I don't like it. Cursed fish. The hell? Normal fish, just human-looking teeth. Just human-looking teeth on anything that's not a human. Cursed. Like the original design for the Sonic movie. Very human-like teeth. Creepy. You ever seen that image of that dog with human-like teeth? Creepy. Nothing creepy about human teeth. Well, that's debatable. But teeth in the right context is fine. I don't have a problem with my own teeth. But as soon as my teeth are not in my mouth, or there's human teeth on a creature that's not a human, makes me not feel very good. I don't like teeth stuff. You probably know that about me by now. This is just like, you know, it looks plastic to me, so it's like, it's fine. But imagine a real fish with real human teeth. Or don't imagine that, you know? In fact, imagine just whatever you want. Something good, perhaps. Imagine an ice cream ham and cheese sandwich, for example. Just thinking out loud. You can imagine whatever you want. You don't have to imagine the worst thing ever. Cursed knife. It's like a knife, but the blade is like part of a motherboard or like a chip, some kind, some sort of computer thing. Why though? Are they sharpened? It doesn't look like it. I don't know. Cursed because it's like, why would you make this? What a weird combination, but it's the kind of stuff that I would make as a kid. Cursed knife. Cursed car seat. This makes me feel like I'm on the edge of a community I don't really want to be a part of. Is this a seat with a woman in it? Or is this a woman's head just on a normal seat? And does either option matter? I don't like this. This makes me very uncomfortable. I'm gonna assume this is Photoshop because it better be. Inverted centaurs. You know what? I think we've gone too far. It's pretty much an entire human body and then half of a horse. It should be half and half, right? Unless I'm losing it. But now that I'm saying it, that's actually right, because a real centaur is like pretty much an entire horse body, right? With 4 legs and then just a human body on the front. I don't think I ever thought about that before. What's with that, huh? Why do centaurs exist? Like, not like exist, but you know, like, why do centaurs, you know? What a weird concept. Like, this in a way could be less weird if this is what we were used to. And then you show me a picture of what we know as centaurs and said this is what they would be like if they were inverted. And I'd be like, whoa, it's like an entire horse and then like just a half of a man's body at the end? That's freaking weird. I do think this is weirder though because butts. Human butts. Human butts. And with that, we're going to end it there. I think this is as cursed as I want to get. In order to get more images, I'd have to dig even deeper. And I don't know if I'm willing to do that right now. I think I want to go lie down for a little while. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with me today and looking at cursed things. Appreciate everyone who's new to the channel. We've had a lot of people coming in. Happy to see that. And just anyone who watches to the end of the video. This huge, man. I don't watch to the end of very many videos. I'm gonna come clean. I'm kind of a bad viewer. My standards are pretty high to watch to the end of a video. I get bored about halfway through. Then I watch the first half of another video, and so on and so forth. So watching to the end, huge. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't, and you feel like it. That's all. I'll see you guys next time. Try not to get too cursed while I'm gone. I don't know what that means either. Whoa, how'd I get over here? It's so cursed. Oh, it's so weird.